Perfect. What I wanted to do for a long time now in Japan, but I never did it because it's a lot of work and actually you don't have to. But I want to make ramen on my own at home and want to compare it to the ones you can buy everywhere in Japan, everywhere. It's so convenient to go to just a ramen shop and eat like good ramen. And most of the ramen you can eat here are good. When you live in Europe, or when I lived in Europe, the ramen you get was okay, but super expensive, and I understand why, because the ingredients you need for them are Japanese. So I want to go to a Japanese supermarket now. Of course, I'm in Japan, and I'm buying the ingredients for my ramen, and I will compare it to the ramen here in Okinawa. So let's go shopping and making some delicious ramen for dinner tonight. Let's go.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
So actually, I don't know whether you ever watched it, but this is a Naruto, and I kind of like it, but I don't like them. It's fish cake, but it looks so pretty. It's pink and it looks like a flower. I like my broth. The combination of the toppings is nice. The meat goes well. All the noodles and the soybean sprout and yaks and the noodles, of course. I love it. So now you can see my food. I wonder, what I really don't know, do Japanese people eat stuff together like this? Like Naruto and meat and noodles? Or do they eat everything separated? Do you know? I don't. It was okay, and so I just started to compare. I think that's easier. Like the broth was okay, the meat was really good, the pasta was normal, just average. The service was actually, I think I should count that. The price was okay. It was 900 yen, so that's fine. So first thing to compare, the broth. I liked my homemade broth better because I can choose the amount of oil I put in, and the ramen at the shop was really oily and fatty, and that's often the case. It's very salty and very oily. I don't know why they do that, because salt and fat makes things tastier. Maybe that's the reason, but yeah, so I didn't like the broth that much. So first point. Second one, the meat. The meat I ate there was way better. The restaurant wins for sure at the meat. It was smoked meat because I can choose a special one, and it was really good, really good. So the meat wins at the restaurant. The pasta was same. I bought fresh pasta at the store, and I think they didn't make it from scratch. So I think it's the same, more or less the same pasta. So that would be the same. The toppings, I think mine, because I chose mine were not better, but just that's what I chose and that's what I like. So I like to make it look pretty, like the Naruto, like the fish cake. So the two other things, it took me the time. It took me like 15 minutes to go to the shop to eat it, and 15 minutes to cook my ramen, but I had to do the groceries. And if you don't have all the ingredients at home, or like the basis for the ingredients like dashi, fish broth and chicken broth, you have to buy it, and then your ramen you have to make at home is more expensive. So that's you have to consider too. It's like in general, I think it's like between 700 and 1,000 yen. That's like average price. It's like $7 to $10 in American dollars, and in euros it's like 5 to 8 euros. I think I would go for homemade ramen, but it's the first time I made ramen here because it's so convenient to go to the shop and you can try so many ramens, and you can see on the menus there are so many options you can choose from. Why bother to make the quality wise same ramen if you can get a really good one when you could just go and buy it? So that's my conclusion for the ramen comparison, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, thumbs up and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.